Leo, welcome. Welcome back if you're returning. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your weekly read using the This Might Hurt Tarot as our main deck. I'm going to do 3 jumpers there. And then we will do some clarifying cards from the Manga Tarot mini deck. And finish off with a draw from the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck by Denise Lynn. It's a new one I've gotten, which is kind of nice. So I'm getting to know it, but I'm fond so far. Let's see what we have for you. My goodness. Okay. Quite an interesting draw for you. So, this is not going to be a popular. This is not going to be a popular interpretation. For some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, you're in a partnership, there's a third party involved, and something is ending. Something that has been ending for a long time and is now done. Like over, no resurrecting. And that's not for all of you. That's a quick read that's coming out that I'm picking up on. There is someone in a relationship and a third-party situation that comes to light this week just puts the nails in the coffin. Like, this is not the first time this has happened. There have been other situations where your partnership has been, challenged by others being brought into that partnership. So either by one of you or the other of you, there have been side relationships, and sometimes that may have been okay. In this particular case, it's not okay. And you're just done. You've had enough. So, for those of you that this isn't about a third person coming into your relationship and ending it once and for all, what does this interpretation mean? These cards. Well, there could be a celebration with friends about a partnership. There could be a part of your life that is ending. So, what could that mean? You could be in some sort of commitment ceremony in a partnership of some sort, and your friends are celebrating with you, and what's ending is your singlehood. A part of your identity is being shed, is usually what the 10 of Swords means. This isn't just, a job ends or a relationship ends. This is a part of you ends. A part of how you've identified yourself in the past is no longer how you're identifying yourself. Now, that could be something as superficial as, I used to dye my hair black and I'm not going to do that anymore. Now I'm a blonde, or a brunette. It could be something deeper. I was a drug addict and I'm not anymore. I was married and I'm not anymore. I was a mother and I'm not anymore. These big things, okay? Could be a small thing, could be a big thing. It's something that is shifting irreversibly about how you identify who you are on the most authentic level. So it's an interesting situation. Something about a connection, a partnership. The Lovers can also mean a decision between work and love. So for some of you, you may be celebrating a new job, and that new job is requiring you to end a relationship of some sort, either a romantic relationship or a professional relationship. And it's really making you feel like a part of your life is over, like a part of who you have always been isn't there anymore, that you're somebody different now. All right, we have a bunch of clarifying cards that popped out, so let's just take these and see what we have. We have the Prince of Wands, the Four of Wands. Someone else got these 2 cards together. I don't remember now who. Gemini, maybe. We have the Princess of Cups. Sometimes this is seen as a Page of Cups. That's in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So, let's break this down. Prince of Wands is a fresh, young, passionate energy. Something really new, a spark. Could be a person who reminds you what it feels like to feel deeply again. So it could be this third person. It could be somebody else that is not really connected to you, but you just become aware of them and they really inspire you. Four of Wands is this celebration of connection. It can sometimes be considered a marriage card. I don't think it necessarily needs to be. It's really just about celebrating the fact that you are in community, that you are connected to other people. So then these cards that came out, all of these saddish green, blue cards. This Princess of Cups in reverse it's challenging because the Princess of Cups upright is this sort of unconditional love, like the love you have for a child or a pet, this sort of very nurturing, innocent, unclouded affection. It's in reverse, and it's next to the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Pardon me. And I get the sense that these three cards are meant to be read together because they're all, as you can see, similar sort of color palette here. This Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is being a little bit freer with your money and your resources, possibly a little irresponsible, but at any rate not as conservative as you may normally be with your money. And this sort of, how am I sensing this? You're freer with your money right now, but you're less giving with your heart. You're less giving with your attention, affection. I get the sense that, and this is not necessarily how all Leos are, but I get the sense whomever I'm picking up on has a very open heart most of the time. And you're so giving, and you're always willing to be there for others and to help and to share whatever you have access to. And now that hasn't always been, hasn't always had the best outcome for you. People have taken advantage sometimes. And so now you're saying, look, I've got some money and you can have some of that, but you don't get my heart anymore. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse tells me that you're doubting yourself a little bit, kind of physically, that you don't feel as confident about your body, about your health, or about your physical self as you'd like to. For those of you where this is a third-party situation, your partner may have, without your consent, gone and hooked up with somebody younger who you feel there's no way you can compete with a younger, this younger person, because you're just not that. I mean, you're a substantial person. I don't want to say you're older, but you're there's so much more to you than being a size 0 with 3-foot-long hair and fake lashes and whatever. Like, there's just this sense that for the ones where the relationship is struggling or ending because of a third party, that there's this younger, very much younger than you person that your partner has been involved with, has had this dalliance with, if you will, and that's making you doubt yourself. Your confidence has been shaken by this. you are so much more than that. You're just having a little bit of a hiccup right now. You're having a little bit of an issue being able to see your value because of the hurt, because this person has not treated you right, because of the part of you, the part of your identity that is being shed. But I think this is temporary, and I don't necessarily think that it's a bad thing to put your heart behind some protective barriers, and that doesn't mean you have to be ungiving or unkind. You're just giving yourself a little space to heal and taking care of you, because this other person clearly doesn't have your best interests at heart. Let's take a look at the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Pick a card for you and see what Spirit has to add. Stand still. Let's look that up in the book. You can see the picture. Sort of bird with a little swamp or something. Let's see. Stand still. Swamplands. A swamp is a low-lying area with woody plants, shrubs, and trees where water collects and saturates the ground. During rainy seasons, swamplands become overwhelmed with water. The edge of the swamp is often a quagmire of mud and silt, but an abundance of plants and swamp insects dwell there. Because of the sticky nature of the mud, it is often impossible to walk through swamplands. Even trying to maneuver with a boat can be difficult and treacherous because of dense vegetation. However, there is great value in swamplands. They act as natural flood control, as runoff can be temporarily stored in their basins. They keep the land around them from washing away. Lush vegetation provides a haven for nesting birds and waterfowl, as well as habitat to mammals such as beavers. Freshwater swamps near the Tigris and the Tigris and Euphrates rivers in the Middle East are part of the Fertile Crescent and contributed to the fertility of the land for the earliest humans. The sacred landscape wants you to know, if it feels that some areas of your life have slowed down or even come to a standstill, you are right. Something is not progressing. Even if it seems that things are flowing, look beneath the surface. Perhaps something is immovable. The first step to becoming unstuck is to acknowledge where you are. The soul loves the truth. In life, you can either say, there are no weeds, or you can notice the weeds and begin pulling them out. Notice what isn't working in your life, and then take slow, steady steps to unblock the barriers. In nature, when one is being sucked into mud, the worst thing to do is struggle. The best thing to do is slowly and carefully, one step at a time, extricate yourself. Slowly and carefully, one step at a time, extricate yourself. That is the message from Spirit. So, I will leave it there. I hope that's helpful. If this resonates, I'd love to hear your feedback. Leave me a comment, let me know. Thank you for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. All the likes, shares, and subscribes get these messages out to more viewers who maybe will find them helpful. And you're a big part of that, so thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Hope you have a good week. I'll be working on the March monthlies soon, and we'll get those out as soon as we can. Blessings.